Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm going to show you how to draw this shape that can or cannot be very easy. So let's just take a rectangle. Let's make the rectangle 5 inches. Now let's take a 5-inch ellipse. And I'm going to select them both, and I'm going to hit P, which put it in the center of the page. Now I'm going to take this one, holding down the control button, and I'm going to have it stick on the midpoint. I'm going to take my rectangle, go to Object, convert it to a curve. Now, our object is 5 inches, so half of it is 2.5. So I'm going to get my shape tool. Now that it's a curve, it's got these nodes. I'm going to hit the right arrow key. I'm going to select this one, hit the left arrow key. Now, if we welded it right now, it's not going to look good. So let's change our nudge factor like to 0.01. Take our ellipse and let's go up till those lines kind of match. It's almost better if you zoomed in. And it's really hard because you can't, this part right here is always going to be in the way, because the closer you get to that line, the better, the more it's going to stick out. So what I'm going to do is cut that line away, because then that way let's do it two different ways. I'm going to cut that out. Probably the best thing to do, take your virtual segment delete key and delete that. We could have welded it, but if you welded it, you might not get that perfect. Let's go ahead and take it back to where it was. And now let's weld it. And see, well, that didn't work at all because we've cut some of the box away. So you almost have to do that. Now we still have two nodes, so it's not like absolute perfect, but you can always take away these center two nodes and these center two nodes, because you've got other nodes there, and you've got more of a ice cream shape or whatever you want to call it. And the other way to do it that I think might be pretty cool, make this a 5-inch. Go ahead and hit it with the shape tool or pick tool, convert it to a curve, hit it with let's change our nudge factor back to 2.5. Grab our shape tool and left arrow key or right arrow key, left arrow key, and then take your 3-point line curve and go from that node to that node. Whoop. Go from there to there, but then hold down the control button and you get this, and you can kind of visually see that line where it's kind of like intersecting, like that's almost perfect. And then take the virtual segment delete key and delete that. And as always, these are two pieces. So you could do one of two things. You could weld it, but I much prefer taking the Smart Fill tool, and the Smart Fill tool makes a new object. And then you can left click, right click. Now, the downside of this shape is this: if you were going to make a flower with this shape, it's not divisible by 360 because we just made it. So let's Control D and make a duplicate and move this to the node. And let's just say how close it is. See, we're at 25 degrees, 0.47. You know, if we did it 25 even, we're either going to have a space, and it's not really divisible by 360 degrees anyway. We're pretty close, a lot closer than I thought. So if I was going to make something out of this to make a flower, I'd Control D to make a duplicate, double click on the rotation, and let's just rotate it 20 degrees. Then take this shape with the Smart Fill tool. Let's make it a flower color. See, now you've got a yellow. Let's nudge it out of the way. Well, we don't have to work in the center of the page. And then you could do other things to this, like take your interactive fill tool and swipe across and maybe put just a tint of a dark orange in there and go way out here, just a little bit of a tint. Now we can get rid of these. I don't have to work in the center page, but get off the page. Control D and make a duplicate. move the center rotation to here and rotate it 20 degrees. And see, it actually makes kind of a petal shape. And they're going to fit perfectly. Anyway, and what's kind of cool about this, you can Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, hold down the Shift key and grow it in from the inside, and actually maybe even rotate it like right there. And you have kind of a flower looking thing. Anyway, I hope that gave you an idea or two, and thank you for watching.